Over the past couple of years, I've been thinking about quitting my job. And just recently, I celebrated my 10-year anniversary. One of my work colleagues actually set up a lunch meeting, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that a lot of people actually came to celebrate me. But on the same hand, it really brought to the forefront the fact that I've been working there for 10 years. That's a long time. I'm 37 now, and if I work there for another 10 years, I'll be 47. And I don't want that to be my legacy. I think I've done some great things where I work, but there are so many other things that I want to do, and I don't want to regret not doing them. And really, it's gotten to this point in which I don't need this job anymore financially. I could go be an Uber driver for a couple of hours per day and I would make enough money to kind of balance the books. Now, my wife would continue working her full-time remote job, and I would Uber where I need to. I would do other things that there's so many projects that I haven't done. I would actually have the time and the energy, more importantly, to do those things. The problem really, it's not a financial thing so much. It's really that this job takes my best hours. Because you might ask, why don't you just do the things you want to do and to do this job? But this job is 8 to 5, and I kind of work within those hours. That's where all my energy is. That's where the kids are at school. That's where all of my creative juices are flowing. And after 5 o'clock, there's just nothing left. And by the time I get to the weekend, I'm dead. And so to be able to continue in my creative endeavors, which I think could be very profitable in the long term, I probably do need to quit. And that's really kind of sad to say. Every day, I feel like I'm getting pushed a little bit closer. There was a moment today where I could have just quit right then. And there's nothing really bad that was happening. It's just that I was really just fed up and disconnected. I used to think that I would never quit, that I would work there for the rest of my life. And I guess I was young and naive, and now I'm just older and naive. But there are a few things that happened in that time. Certainly some changes of leadership definitely changed some things. But there was one year where I had a manager and he didn't give me a raise. And every one-on-one I had had with him, he said, "Oh, keep doing what you're doing." Now, that to me says that I should keep doing what I'm doing. But then we came to this point in which he didn't give me a raise and he said, "Oh, we should have talked about this sooner." And I was just gobsmacked. Like, wow, you asshole. Like, how dare you do that? I was really frustrated, and I really just did my best to really just, step away, end that meeting. And I think he could tell that I was pissed off. But that was some real damage done to my relationship with the organization, because that manager was picked by our leadership, and that stuff was signed off on. And despite the fact that I've since changed managers, and I really enjoy my new manager, and despite the fact that some people have actually apologized to me about that and have recognized how crappy that was, I just don't know that that relationship or that trust can be repaired. Like, some things are not salvageable. And I still feel angry and bitter about it. And it really, maybe if they went and retroactively added a raise, I might feel better. But I can't let it go for some reason. I feel like my time was wasted a little bit. And then, I feel as though with my new manager, if someone complains about me, he will bring it to my attention. And there were some people that were just complaining, saying that I wasn't doing my job. And I think that I got punished for that. But it was never addressed. And a lot of the time, I would say 99% of the time, because we all drop the ball sometimes, but 99% of the time, these people were saying I wasn't doing a job that wasn't mine to do. And they just didn't understand the process. I mean, I don't even think that these people are necessarily being, like vindictive in any way. I think they just genuinely didn't understand the process. And I feel like my old manager maybe developed an opinion and just went with it. very bothersome, and it makes me not want to have my life in their control. And so I'm definitely just getting closer and closer to this point in which I'm going to quit. And I really don't want to, because I've got so many people that I work with there, so many relationships. I have a good reputation for software development, and we're finally at this point in which, there's less money available, so we get to do more custom software development, and people are actually listening to me, and I'm really excited about it. But I guess like the time has just kind of passed for me. So as much as I want to stay, I also want to leave, and I don't want to let these people down. But I feel like they'll be okay. And if I was to quit today, I would just have these hours in the day that I could do so many different things, right? The greatest thing about being an Uber driver, while it pays maybe a little bit less, is the fact that I can do it whenever I want to. And so the hours 8 to 5, which is really when the kids are kind of out of the way, I have these hours to be creative, to record videos, make real good content, or go outside and work on the projects. Excuse me, work on the projects that I want to work on, or the projects inside the house, or just anything like that. These prime hours, they are suddenly available. And that's a very attractive proposition to me. It's something that I really want to do. But I feel as though before I can do that, I need to be responsible. While we have the amount of cash flow that we have, I feel as though we should endeavor to pay off any credit cards, pay off any, car loans or anything like that. Just work extra hard to clear that stuff off, and maybe, have a goal that by the end of 2023 I could quit, or, something like that, because it would really suck to quit my job, and then, if I did regret it for some reason, it would suck much more so to regret it and also have debts to pay off. But anyway, that's what's kind of been on my mind. I did actually message the two people on my team today, and I told them, I've been thinking about quitting a lot lately, and yeah, I don't know. They took it good, and they kind of understood what I was saying, but it's really not something I ever kind of thought I would ever say, but there you go. Anyway, that's all I got. See you in the next one.